Neon lights, neon lights. Hey, dancing with my demons, do the dash me out of sight. Run it up, secure the bag.
Hello and welcome to the SoulInsights podcast. I'm Kyle and Loxton, joined by
Kyle.
And today's main topic is going to be music related.
Yeah.
You say one of the previous projects that I've made. It's going to be the anniversary. Well, it was the anniversary. After hours, yes.
After hours.
Came out on the 3rd of July. I forgot what year. 2020, I think. It was just before lockdown happened, I think.
Yeah,
so we all got together, wasn't it, when we did that thing? So yeah, we'll touch on that.
No.
It was just lockdown happened, I think.
Lockdown
straight
happened
after,
and then it released, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we would have done that.
Yeah, it must have been.
We got together for the shoot just before everything came in place, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay. So first we're going to do a load of new music.
Yeah, we split it up into two because there's
a
rather large amount. So we'll do half now and half after the main topic. So go ahead.
So because it's summer, I've got a feeling that's why everyone's spamming music at the minute. Just trying to get a summer banger, I'd say. So let's do James Bay, Leap, Bones, American Sweetheart, Burna Boy, Love, Domini, Brent Faiyaz, Wasteland, Kid Cudi, The Boy Who Flew to the Moon Volume 1, Bring Me the Horizon, Strangers, Snot, Night Lavelle, Miss Porter, Mike, Good Day, Digger D, STFU, Burner, Gold Champagne for Lunch, Calvin Harris, 21 Savage, New Money, Joey Badass, Where I Belong, Boslin, Gone, the 1975 Part of the Band, and Loyal Kana, Hate. We'll do it there for now.
Right, yeah, there's the first half, of which I know maybe like
A
four
few of those,
artists.
I'd say. Like Loyal Kana, you'd like a few of those. A lot of that's hip-hop. I think the biggest release that came out on this day, which is the 8th of July, is James Bay, which you don't know, is it? But he's an acoustic singer-songwriter, UK-based artist.
But we'll leave him to do his own thing.
He's pretty cool. So, as we go to music recommendations as well?
Yeah, go on then.
So this week's music recommendation is Wiz Khalifa, Taylor.
I do not know. I listened to the song once
we were
before this while we were setting up, and to be honest, I can't remember it.
It's pretty good. I'd say it suits the vibe of all the songs on the playlist at the minute, trying to keep that sort of vibe on the go. So there we go. That's to the SI Pod playlist on Spotify if you want to check it out. Link in the description.
Right, we're doing TV and film, and there'll be an honourable mention afterwards. So this is going to be kind of quick, I'll say. Just finished, so it'll be last week, The Boys TV show on Amazon Prime, which you haven't watched, have you? And I don't expect you will.
No,
I'll just say like superhero, supervillain thing.
Right.
But it's so much more than that. Honestly, the acting in it is insane.
Is there any big actors in it? Or putting you on the spot?
No, I don't think so. But the actual the acting talent of the people that are in it, there probably is. But I'm terrible with actors and names and stuff.
Quite good,
because I think the main person in it, I'm not going to go names and stuff like that because I can't think of them. But the main character, let's call it, the main superhero man is I can't even remember names now. Homelander, that one. Homelander. I think he's a known actor, but I'm not that massively into this sort of stuff, so I don't really know.
That's right.
But his acting and who's William Butcher in the show as well, I think them two have smashed it. I won't say the rest of them haven't, because they have, but them two really
might be upcoming
out,
talent
honestly.
as well, isn't it? Because quite a lot of Netflix only stuff is hit and miss, I would say.
Just is Netflix.
Is it not Netflix only show?
No, I
or
said
something?
this just now. It's Prime.
Oh.
That's what
is on Netflix.
That's what shot it in the foot.
Oh, right.
The fact that it is Prime, I think, has kind of downplayed it a bit. If it was Netflix, I think it could have been so much bigger, like Stranger Things. And honestly, I'd say it's better than Stranger Things. I said this last week as well. I was kind of disappointed. I don't know if a lot of people are going to say this or if I'm going to get hated on for saying this, but I was kind of disappointed in how Stranger Things ended. Obviously, it leaves it open for another season, but
fucked it.
I didn't like it. No, I got so bored on the last episode. Damn. It dragged out so long, 2.5 hours for a TV show now. But anyway,
for a film.
The Boys, the finale was better than Stranger Things finale. The whole thing's better than Stranger Things, I think.
Yeah.
My opinion, obviously. But I'm not going to say anything too much about it because
would you say that's dusted off as well? That's finished? Or is that going to be another... They're going to milk it another season?
There's another season, I believe, but I'd happily sit and watch 20 seasons of it.
Fair enough.
Although it might get a bit tedious then. But next film, so Lightyear, which we went to watch recently.
It's quite good. I quite liked it.
I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah.
Because I kind of thought it was going to be a bit of a rip-off, especially with not having Tim Allen voice Buzz Lightyear, obviously.
He did talk like him, though. Well, that's what I said to you earlier, wasn't it? I think he did do a good job at trying to recreate the character.
Yeah, you can't fault Evans, so...
He acts how he does, I think, in Toy Story. The Lightyear character.
Yeah, I suppose he's been made to, hasn't he, really? Like, that's probably what sold them on having him.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it Chris Evans? It is Chris
Evans, you said, yeah. Captain American guy,
I'm probably wrong now, aren't I? Give me 2 seconds.
Captain America. But no, I think it was a good film. Like, if you're a fan of Disney films, I'd say it's a good watch. Like,
it is Chris Evans.
It is Disney, isn't it? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yes.
Pixar.
Disney, Pixar, yeah. So...
yeah, well, I'd say we quite like Disney films. I would say it's probably inner child coming out, to be honest, enjoying it. Quite like Toy Story. So.
The whole fact that it's, I'll just say spoilers. This isn't really spoiler, but spoiler. The fact that it's the film that made Andy want to get a Buzz Lightyear makes it cool. Like, it makes sense as to what it is, and there's some of the stuff that happens in the film is just like, oh my god, I never expected that to be the case for some of these toys, like some of the things that have gone on, kind of thing. What you mean, yeah. Obviously we're not going to go into it because we don't want to spoil anything.
Say what we say afterwards. When we said because of that, what they made of Lightyear, do you reckon they'll do Woody's Roundup as a series? Because I think they would do that.
It has potential. It could be something
like
cool.
a Disney series or something.
It wouldn't be as big as Buzz Lightyear, because I think everybody prefers Lightyear. Because in all fairness, I'm not a big fan of Woody. I don't really.
It's whether they'll get. I don't know if you'd be able to replace Tom Hanks as Woody. I don't think you'd be able to. I think you'd just kill the character.
Just get him to come in back and do it.
Yeah, if he wants to. I think he enjoyed playing Woody, but.
Anyway, honourable mention for gaming. We haven't done gaming in a while. God of War Ragnarok. That's all I really need to say. A little trailer kind of thing. Teaser has just come out with a release date, so 9th of November.
Looks very similar to the actual God of War game that you can play now.
It's going to be insane, basically. And,
recommend playing.
I'd imagine, and recommend getting it at launch, because we probably will. So.
Well, you could say recommend God of War 4 then, in preparation for Ragnarok.
Or God of War, because it's not actually called God of War 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's just literally God of War, so PS4 version God of War.
Yeah, okay.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Sorted. Right, what are we doing? Chapter again? So this time you chose chapter 2 again. I don't think you've actually chosen one of the chapters at 6, but this is from the Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig, link in description. It's called The Interior Wilderness, defining who you are from the inside out, and the word is Vaucausy.
Vaucausy?
Vaucausy. Vaucausy. The fear that you're little more than a product of your circumstances, that for all the thoughts you put into shaping your beliefs and behaviours and relationships, you're essentially a dog being trained by whatever stimuli you happen to encounter. Reflexively drawn to whoever gives you reliable hits of pleasure, skeptical of ideas that make you feel powerless.
To me, that seems like it's like you're kind of always being told or expected what to do, sort of thing.
Interesting.
If you say the fact of the dog, that's what's kind of sold it on me. Like, you're being treated like a dog. Like,
put it into
go and do this,
didn't he?
Kind of thing. Yeah.
I was thinking on the car, like on the way home, is more. Say if you shifted yourself away from everything that you have in your life at the minute, and you had a tunnel vision to achieve something that you really wanted, just one goal. You didn't let anything distract you. How quickly or would you achieve that goal? And then other things come into your life. Say if you had like relationships that distract you and veer you off that track. Okay. If you didn't have that, would you still be in the position you did? Or are you happy with the decision you made because of the circumstance you've put yourself in? What do you think? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So it's like you're little more than a product of your own circumstances. I would say that
different to my take.
Put yourself in there. It's completely your decision, because obviously you live life the way you want to.
Yeah, but then it's the whole thing of nothing's ever a mistake. There's always reason to something happening, no matter how bad it might be.
Philosophical.
Yeah, call me philosophical.
Kyle's or something.
Okay, yeah.
Kyle's.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But what I said then, because I can't remember what I just said, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
But yeah, I think it is. I would say it's similar to. You would. It's not necessarily a bad take on everything that you have. It's just you are a product of the circumstances you come, isn't it? I mean, whether you feel powerless, I don't know. It's what you said. Whether you're in like a controlling relationship, you might be powerless because you put yourself in that relationship in the first place.
Yeah, but then it's, do you have the strength to get out of it, kind of thing?
Yeah. And then you end up, and then you came out the womb saying, did you really want that in your life? Don't know. That's your decision.
Proper little, like, I don't even know what to call it.
Came out the womb with a mic, mate.
Philosophical, like, podcast now, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the little segment. Every time we do that book, it's going to be the little philosophical corner with Kyle Carvin. There we go. Right. That's the word.
Yep. So main topic, after hours.
After hours. So I don't know where to start with this, but I'd say it's
start from the beginning.
It's the very first project that I probably did as a serious move as an artist.
How did it all come about?
So this would have been every track on the album I probably made. So I made every beat on that project. So it would have been all years since leaving college to that point, just messing about with beats. Because obviously I showed you all that library of stuff. It would have been a selection of like 20 of those. I've forgotten how many's on that album, but whoever
I'm not sure.
Tracks I made, and then like obviously wrote to throughout the years. So it probably took a couple years to make. But then there's some honourable mentions. So Neon Lights is on that one.
Yeah, banger. Yeah,
that's the first. That's the start of this podcast. That's the tune in that. So we wanted to keep it like to the roots, really. That's pretty cool. That's the first song that probably got a bit of traction, and to show that I wanted to take it seriously as an artist rather than just like a hobby. I want to try and do it as like some sort of lifestyle. And that was the first song I did live to an audience as well. So that was the first time what it's like on stage. That was a bit mad, but it was quite nice. I think they said. The judge was like, oh, you felt yourself on stage because you felt like your nerves backstage kind of flushes away as soon as your backing track plays, like, oh, you're in the zone to do it sort of thing. And then there's Hot Shot on there as well, which is had some pretty cool reviews from that. That was like reviewed on some radio. And I
was going to say, radio London. Played that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they reviewed it, and they would have had the confidence and like know how just to say if it was terrible, then just don't even bother with your dreams sort of thing. Like, just what's he doing? So
this the album that was played in Ghana?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we went travelling. Oh, jeez, I don't know. Probably the same year it came out. I think it was the October of that year. I went travelling just to help out in a school. And because I mentioned that I like doing music, they checked it out. They really liked it. They thought it was cool. When I went to the coast to check out parts of there, they wanted me on the radio over there. So we went on and just rapped a part of Neon Lights on the radio there. It was pretty cool.
So random, like... In what situation does that even happen?
Oh, it's so cool. And then coming back to Accra sort of area, the Hits radio station there wanted me to come on. And it's a shame I didn't stay longer because they would have wanted me to come on to do like a freestyle session with other rappers in Ghana or something, or do a song with them. And I thought, geez, from that like just random album that I just made like, in my bedroom, like Jesus Christ. But yeah, it just started the ball rolling really. As I thought, as soon as they said like on the radio in London, they said Hot Shot. 2 words that came to mind, it sounds professional sort of thing.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I thought, oh, geez, if people think I'm professional with it, then I'm going to run with that.
You compare that to some of the songs you released before as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can see such a difference.
I keep that starting stuff as well, though.
Tropical Company.
Exactly, but look how many plays that got as well, though.
Exactly, yeah.
That was mental.
Yeah.
And I said, like, if you listen to that all the way up to, like I've shown you some of the new tracks of the new project, like that difference in confidence.
Exactly,
you found your sort of flow and your attitude as an individual sort of thing on the mic, so you kind of know where to run with it now. You got some sort of direction. It's taken a long time, but After Hours was probably the start of being serious and involving you lot.
So it was the first project. Obviously it was the first project, so I mean that tells itself. But that kind of got everybody involved on it because we did the photo shoot.
Got the crew hoodies and stuff, wasn't it? It was just the start of that sort of movement.
So yeah, a little bit of merch. We'll have to wear it on podcast sometime.
Yeah.
Photo shoot for album cover and like single covers and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Involving 5 or 6 of us or so.
Yeah, it's like obviously
5, I think.
Yeah, because it probably would have been. I would have spoke to you probably a few months before, isn't it? Because you already just came back in to be in it. Then obviously my real close friends, and then a few other mates that you met along the way from school and stuff, isn't it? It's just stuck by and real supportive. And we made some pretty cool promo artwork, and some promo artwork from that is from travels as well. So not every picture off that was from that shoot.
Is it Hot Shot?
Hot Shot,
Chicago.
yeah, Hot Shot we got in Chicago. That's when things went. We'd do that story with someone else,
be,
but
coming out at some point.
how we got that
guest.
picture was pretty jokes. To be fair, Albania was one of them. Sweden. I'm trying to think from memory. Iceland. So yeah, there's a few.
Yeah.
Few places that you just
a few
from just like traveling. That's kind of generate the whole Soul Insights. It's just through the traveling anyway.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So you're putting all that sort of energy that you like into music now, so try and express what you've seen and things like that, and hopefully you just keep running with that same sort of momentum to just keep just making better and better stuff. But yeah, After Hours 2 years.
It seems mad, doesn't it? And now obviously you've had Out in the Trees and
that's
your newer project as well, which obviously we don't really need to mention now. But
not too yet. It's like currently in the recording process.
Yeah,
it's all written, but you listen to each one, don't you? Because I make you listen to it. To be fair,
I get it forced on me, so I have no choice but to listen.
But no, I'm real happy with the way it's going. Like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with that. Because Out in the Trees we had some pretty cool stuff. So it's getting more and more cooler attention, I think, isn't it? Like, it's insane that anyone just wants to check out the music, to be honest. But the fact that it's starting to turn heads of like some sort of official sort of people, and they're interested to see the next project, it's like
it's actually getting noticed.
Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah.
So we just got to keep doing live performances, I reckon. That's the new thing. You'll be cameraman.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Best part about it was what happened when you released. Who else released on the same time?
Oh yeah, who was it? Drake?
No, it was
Weekend, didn't he?
Weekend,
After Hours, yeah.
Weekend,
God, man.
What was it, like week before or same time or something?
I think it was a week before, because I was away, I think. He released it shortly after Iceland, I think, so I sent it to you saying, look, it's just released.
Literally an album called After Hours, so it's like, what was the likelihood of that?
And he summed up,
like,
what's your definition of After Hours? What would you think?
Mine?
Yeah. What do you think if I said, like, come to the After Hours?
It's like after party vibes, isn't there, kind of thing?
So you've had like your main event of the night, and it's like proper wild people who just want to still be out, sort of thing, isn't it? It's to the After Hours, so it's kind of like more of a wildness. And that's where you see a real side of some people as well, I think. So it's a bit of a.
That's when everybody's drunk and they actually let out their true
like,
selves.
On a come down, like drunk or whatever, and it's just a bit.
No, it's everybody,
emotional.
Everybody before they've been drinking, they're all faking everything, aren't they? And then they start drinking and they have no filters.
Yeah,
so all
exactly,
of a sudden it's like,
well, they say
oh
drunk
my God,
minds
true
speak sober thoughts, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, I'd never say that when I was sober, but when you're drunk, you're like, yeah.
And we just say it sober. We say how it is anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Getting your ass claps cheeked when you're fucking playing Clash of Clans.
Sake. But there's
That's not happened yet.
But yeah, I know. I was just say it was pretty cool to get other people involved with the project, and they wanted to come with it because we got some cool cars come by, wasn't it? Some mates and some mechanics and stuff. They gave us some pretty cool cars to use. The photographer, that was a completely different style she would have done, because she's countryside, isn't it? And we tried to do an urban take on something in the countryside. It's a bit like Out on the Trees, really.
Yeah, exactly. Like Out on the Trees, obviously we did it all ourselves, but then it's
and she really enjoyed it.
Mix and matching, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I think it just turned out really well, and I think it was a cool idea to get you on board as well, because then obviously you've been involved with the other production side as well.
Because then he turns around for Out on the Trees and he's like, do you want to make one song for this one single I'm going to release? Fucking 17 videos later.
We'll do that. When that's an anniversary, I think that's soon, isn't it? That'll be, in a couple of months.
Yep, so release that coming sometime in the future.
Yeah, that'd be, we got loads to talk about that. Yeah, just me and you ran with that.
That'll probably be like an hour long episode.
We'll have to go through each one, isn't it? The stories of each,
Yeah, exactly.
But
anyway.
The two main ones would have been Neon Lights and Hot Shot. The rest it's a summary of just everything that I've made since wanting to start Beats, messing about with it. So I made Hot Shot on a train back from Wireless.
Good.
On my phone.
Good,
I made the beat to it. It's mental. And like Neon Lights, I got someone in to do that. That was pretty cool, getting like the vocals, and it turned out to be some sort of iconic part of the song. But
typical, isn't that?
Yeah, it was cool.
Typical how it happens, but
we didn't shoot any music videos for it, unfortunately, though. Maybe I could remaster Neon Lights and we do it in Vegas or something.
Oh, I imagine.
Because that is Neon Lights, isn't it? That's mad.
It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be jokes, wouldn't it? But
yeah,
I don't know what else to say.
Right, no, I think we're going to go a bit shorter today, aren't we? So we've obviously still got the rest of the new music to go. So do you want to tickle everyone's fancy with that.
Am I doing the rest, yeah?
Yep, go on.
Okay,
Let's list off the rest, because, millions.
So the rest of the new music, these are all singles, so I'll run it. 504 in The Kid Laroi, Paris to Tokyo, Kygo, Dean Lewis, Lost Without You, Black Bear, The Idea, Jimmy, Unknown T, Green Light, Tiger, I Caramba, Nancy, Ajram, Marshmallow, Sasa, Dig Dat, Life Support, Jeremy Loops, Head Start, Fuse ODG, What It Do, Idris Elba, Body Shots, Mackie G, Love Got You, Blossoms, As It Was, and The Sulking Poet.
The Soaking Poet?
Sulking.
Soaking.
They did like an Apple Music session, I think. So yeah. I mean, every week's gonna be like
oh yeah, exactly.
50 odd tracks.
Expect it
It's
now,
summer, isn't it? But
I think we put a limit on it.
I'll get more and more each episode.
No more than 90.
Release Radar, you are my number one.
I've started putting in the description. This is how many songs there are. Like,
you just mute my mic because I'm talking.
yeah, exactly. Or it's like,
it.
skip to the 10th minute to avoid all the new music.
Yeah, so we don't care about that.
But right, now we've got some absolute banter from me. Yeah. What do you want? Fact or joke?
Let's do joke.
Joke first, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it.
God's sake.
That actually made you laugh as well, didn't it?
Yeah,
I knew it would.
Oh,
honestly.
God, I feel bad. Feel terrible.
I actually pre-selected these because the app's kind of disappointing me, and it's making some
That's all
weird
fair, that
stuff
was all
out of
right.
it. That was a good one, wasn't it?
Alright,
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Fact.
Philosophical corner with Kyle Hutchins.
A parasite fungus turns ants into zombies. It spreads throughout their body and slowly takes over its behaviour.
Oh, have you seen the video of that?
I've just seen a video of it. Yeah.
I've actually seen it. It starts glowing and stuff, and it goes white and stuff. Yeah, it's like it starts with like some little worm on their heads. I think it goes into caterpillars as well. I don't know if you're a naturist. All the David Attenborough as well. No? But I think
naturist, not is it naturalist or?
Oh yeah, the going on naked.
Yeah, exactly. Go on naked, sticking bugs up your butt or something.
Each their own.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your decision, your life. Right,
like Mr. Slade from South Park with a guinea pig, or the hamster, whatever it is.
Oh, Mr. Slade. Everyone's Mr. Slade. But no, I think they like glow, and then they turn into like a zombie. But
to say the only thing I know from ants like that is when they get into their death circle.
Oh yeah.
When because obviously they follow each other, don't they?
Yeah.
So they end up in a circle, and then they walk themselves to death because they can't get out of the circle because they rely on the other ants to know where they're going. What happens in that situation with the first ant of like the whole like line? Does he just aimlessly wander?
Just sits there.
Because he doesn't know what to do, does he? So yeah, exactly. And then he's fucked.
They have the other video where like they have the little ants, and then the bigger ones are protecting it. And if you like put like a piece of paper or something, the bigger ones will start climbing it so quickly to try and attack you, sort of thing, to protecting it. Ants are mad.
Yeah, they are cool creatures.
Shout out ants. Ant-Man can jog on there.
Shout out to Ant-Man.
Ant-Man can just shrink himself into non-existence.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd's around.
So is Ant-Man.
How many Ant-Man films are out now?
2. Ant-Man and Ant-Man and Wasp.
2 too many.
I think I got that right. What about all the Avengers and all that he's in as well?
Is he actually in the Avengers?
Yeah.
Because he's so small, he's actually in it, like his little speck, but he's now actually on camera.
Civil War, I think, is the first one that he appears in. I think. I might be wrong there.
Do you know that's
I
why
probably am wrong.
Reason why they caused the Civil War, because he was in.
No, he was the MVP. Jokes.
On the bench, more like in the locker.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What?
Seeing as The Boys was our bloody topic. Spoilers for The Boys, okay? You know that whole thing that I said?
Yeah, you have to say it. Say it. Spoiler.
The dude, he shrinks down. He goes into this man's urethra. That's the right. That's the right name.
Think so, yeah.
That's the right thing.
It's
into the
way.
peni hole. And then because he's been snorting cocaine, he decides that he needs to sneeze. So he sneezes when he's inside this dude's japai, grows to full size, and just blows up this dude's bottom half.
Imagine explaining that to the family at the funeral.
Be a bit dodgy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Well, check out The Boys. Because if that's your sort of content.
Yeah, exactly. If you like that sort of content, if you like to see people walking into willy holes, you will like The Boys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's that done?
Yeah. So
Is that a shorter episode, is it?
We say shorter episode, 25 minutes or so.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So
I don't know what to say for after hours. Always, and it was just an anniversary, and it was the start of just jokes. Really.
Yeah, we didn't do too much. I always say we didn't do too
team.
much for it. Yeah, it was more just yourself, wasn't it? When we go on to Out in the Trees, there'll be a lot more going into it.
I think it was more. It was a way of showing you this is what I want or something, isn't it? It's like some sort of direction, like this is what I've made. Do you want to be a part of it, sort of thing, isn't it?
Kind of thing, yeah.
Rather than me chat a load of stuff and you're waiting, isn't it? I've already made it to show you, sort of thing. So you kind of like, oh, okay, he's a bit serious about it. Do you want to tag along and do it and see? I mean, the main goal would be like, say, it's all a lifestyle, isn't it? Just chilling with your mates.
Yeah, I reckon get famous so I can live off of it.
Yeah, be video editor, that'd be sick.
Yeah, even if I am trash, you still pay me.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Right, we're done.
Yep, so quick run through of socials, fly through.
Yeah, so find us on all major streaming platforms under the Soul Insights podcast. Leave a review and rating if you wish. All the socials, Twitter, the SI Index, TikTok, Instagram, the Soul Insights Index, and YouTube, Soul Insights.
Yep, so thanks for watching, and we'll obviously see you next time.
And toodaloo.